Alrighty, let's see if we can get this going here. Okay, we're currently in the greenhouse. Been a while since my update, so oh boy. There's gonna be give you a quick tour of what we got done so far in our garden. I'll tell you what, with in the main garden up there, I'll tell you right now, I would love to take credit and say, hey, we did an awesome job this year, but due to me, I'm kind of sitting here and nursing this alien virus or something. Some freaking green little bastard came down the sky and gave it to me or whatever. I actually gotta give the credit to my lovely wife Jean for doing most of it. So anyway, you can see I'm gonna switch around here in the greenhouse quick. Yeah, look at that, we've almost actually cleaned it up and got some room in here. Yeah, almost so far. So anyway, ain't too much in here. I'm finally gonna say we got some our seedlings of ghost peppers coming up finally. And a lot of these hot peppers, which are a pain, is they're actually really a pain because they take up to 30 days to even germinate. And what we're using here is, we kind of just took them. If you can kind of see, we poked some holes in the bottom. They're basically plastic shot glasses. And they get easy enough. They'll you can see they'll grow a little bit better than that, and just take them on out, and we'll see what we can do with them. Some of the ones we planted in the garden we have leftovers. So, and these right here, we had a ton of habaneros that got scorched from the sun, and well, you can see actually we're not going to try and give up on these yet. We got. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still growing, so hey, they grew far out. If not, oh well. Now right here is these are called giant anaconda peppers. They're a sweet pepper, and these just germinated, and I'm kind of glad they did, because to be honest, they're about $3 a pack of seeds, and from a place called Seeds and Such we got on Facebook. I ordered their catalog. I kind of wanted some gherkins, so that's the only reason why I ordered from them. But I found those, I'm like, yeah, I'll try them out. And again, here too, yeah, I suppose saving 10 out of 40 is better than none for the habanero. So we'll see what we can do with this. This right here, this is a kooky little experiment we did. These are actually sesame seeds. So we're going to see if we can get these to germinate in that. And you can kind of look down here and see on the side of the roots coming down. Then my wife's got some loofah gourds started here. We'll see how those go. Those are really a different breed of animal too, as well, to grow. So, but they do last. Right here is they're called Lemon Dream Sweet Peppers, and wow, there's enough of them coming up. So, I'm guessing these are like the sweet peppers you buy in the store, and they in like the bags. You get like 20 little ones for £1. So I will have to see. At any rate, I actually got those at the restore this year, and we'll see how those do. These right here, again, some of the last year's seeds we wanted to use up, and there's the yellow pear cherry tomatoes. Hopefully those go. I don't see why they shouldn't, and honestly, we have these things all over this place out here. Not much down there, and we have some up here. Yes, these are my babies. Some of them. They are the Big Thai hybrids. They're about 2 to 3 inches, and so we're going to be doing them. These are all ones not planting yet. In that and then we got a couple coming up here of the hybrid pepper super heavyweight. And are these the ones? Yeah. Let's see. Some of these are supposed to get 7 inches long by 6 inches wide, and let's see, let me flip around here so I can figure it out. And and honestly, I'm really gonna probably call bullshit on it because I'm sorry. I mean, I would be awesome if it did realistically, but I highly doubt it. So, but you never know. So as you can see, too, here is in here, we typically keep everything that we get and recycle as much as possible, and buy on clearance when possible. And these things right here, those are those vertical towers. Those are nice for your lettuces and everything, which we haven't got yet, but we'll get there. Then moving down here, we have basically watermelon radishes. They get 2 to 4 inches in size. We use the plastic fencing to keep the chipmunks out of there. So you see how that goes. Some of my wife's cannas, which she did, is doing fantastic. And down here are 1/3 of the jalapenos we planted this year. See how it goes. And these are some more of the giant peppers. We got 4 of them, just in case those other seeds don't go too good, because we like to really cover our bases, so to speak. And then coming on over here, we ended up getting our cukes. These are actually small gherkins that we got in here, so I will be trellising these probably about 2 weeks. And we got a stray plant in our kohlrabi right there. Then right here are the rest of the jalapenos. And moving up here, these came from Stein's over here, and these are the sport peppers. They're actually pretty spicy. Borderline habanero spice, Tabasco flavor kind of mix. I don't know you, I'm not a big Tabasco person, but and these right here are called alter egos, and they're actually halfway, supposed to be halfway between a jalapeno and a habanero. And we got these at Neems and Slinger. And these are really awesome because a lot of them are already flowering and all that. So we got a flat of these. And then over here in back we got our habaneros. And most of these we got over at Paradise Gardens. So, and it kind of stunk. The only reason we got the alter ego is because all the ones that burned, we got scorched by the sun. So we kind of lucked out a little bit. This one was one of them we did save right here. You can tell there's a little bit of discoloring, but it should be okay to actually go in there. So anyway, and we still got all these pots to do, and I'm going to be planting some pole beans in here. These are those harvest planters, and again, I will swear by these because they're roughly, I'm not going to BS you, they're pretty expensive, but they're very awesome. They'll hold about 3 gallons underneath and that. So if you get about a quart plant or a quart pepper, like, or something like at Fleet or something, or a 6-inch pepper or whatever, your roots will basically go down to the water or pretty close. So I would say about 2 weeks or so, you got to really worry about watering these before the reservoir will fill up. You can just go right down there into that tube and fill up about water, and it'll come outside when it's overflowing. And warning, you'll probably get some toads in that like to move in there and keep them a happy home. And then yeah, we're getting down here. Some more of the canna lilies my wife bought. I think these actually came from the Amish. And some more of the geraniums. She has a very good little garden starting right now over there, and yeah, our healthy field of dandelions. Oh well. Now over here was our former chicken run that we did till up. I'll probably end up tilling up again and weeding some, and we're going to plant some stuff in here. And right about where I'm standing here, up until all those poles, is where the new chicken run's going to come. And it's going to be stuck right here. What we did on here is we basically got right here. I took a pet door or door off of a pet transport. and basically cable tied it on to the hardware cloth. And this is going on two and a half years with this thing right here, to give them a little bit more space. And this ain't the worst one right here, and that actually survived right here. The only thing we had to really do is put another roof on. And I'm going to see if I can get up here because it's a real pain. And I'm hoping you can see that. Just basically the plastic roofing or siding, and the wife actually was the one, she waterproofed it. Then over here, this down here is where we're planting all our rogue strawberries. So a little bonus, or rogue raspberries, which is nice. You can get some bonus ones. And this is a Mother's Day present I built for her, and for 2 years in a row. So she got some roses growing right here, and we got her some new fencing and everything. So this is going to be real interesting to take some pictures of later on when she comes back, or it gets a little bit later in the year. And back over here is this right here, lesson 1. If you're doing chickens for the first time, do not buy a prefab. This is about $200 to make, including all the shingles, everything. That's the most aesthetic thing, but easy if it's got to be replaced. This is nothing more than a 2x4 foot sheet of plywood. We got the perches down there. Plastic nesting boxes. The reason this is empty right now is because we are not getting our chickens till near the end of June. And of course we got these for the manure and that, so we can all throw them up there. And that's the basic tour of what we're doing so far up here. Alrighty. So anyway, we head up to the garden now. Let me sit this down a minute. And I'm trying to cram as much information into here as possible. And at the same time, just got done with work. Probably could use a shower. And trying to beat the rain, but I was trying to do, because we've been extremely busy. We're going to be going on vacation, so all in all, we had the wife planting, and sorry, I got distracted by a hummingbird. Had the wife do most of the planting up in the garden, and I set up a sprinkler. We don't have the hoses buried yet, but that's okay. But we did add, and it's kind of nice because now we're doing a little bit different stuff up there. And what we're doing is we're going to, when we're done planting, eventually we want to turn this into more of a permaculture thing, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like making a little sub ecosystem kind of. Around here we have a lot of stuff that we've been doing and planting all over, and try to complement each other. A lot for pollinators, like too. It's basically done blooming, but a couple of the, well, I can't think of the name for my wife. Magnolias. And over here already, we're about ready to cut down our chives over here. We got the blossoms on our apple tree, so hopefully we'll get a few this year. Still only a few years old. And okay, now in here we have some of our garlic. This isn't open bed yet. We will be planting something in here, what I don't know. And surprise, surprise, from last year, I'm betting pumpkins or squash, doesn't matter. It's free. And again, we got right down here. I'm going to set this down here a minute. Going to follow this path that we built back into our wooded area here. These two, yeah, fig trees aren't too good, so most likely from here back to the other one on the other side of the table, we're probably going to end up digging up and making some raised beds. And wife planted some clematis over here for climbing the fence, and hopefully that'll turn out good. And here we go down over here where, oh boy, look at this. It's supposed to be a compost starting right here, and what do we got? Stuff growing. Nice. So that's okay. Stuff over here to cut up and that, so most of this stuff right here was all wood that came off of the tree that went down last year. We got this cleared out a little bit down here, and eventually we might put something in here yet. We're unsure what. It's still a nice secluded little area. So and go back down here and see where we're at. Anyway, now this is roughly a little bit shy of 1/4 of an acre, this part, but it is the main area. For those of you who don't know, we have we used a 4x8 foot grill gazebo. For this, stays up all through the winter. It's been for 3 years or so. Some of the pictures I put on Facebook a while back were actually this area here, which shows the tires in our little Zen prayer area, whatever you want to call it, over here, and that we made when we first got together. And what I did is there's one hose down there split, and I bought one of these. You know, I really regret not buying another one of these, because this is so awesome right here. I have room for one more hose that I'm going to probably put up here so we can reach around these other small beds. But it's got a 6-foot leader over there. I know it looks like crap, but oh well, it works. And then it goes into a 4-way manifold right there, and it's just a matter of turning it on. So anyway, a lot of the stuff we have right here, some of the stuff we've been doing here, we actually planted some of these with the intention of not having to worry about it too much anymore after a while. And for right here, first couple things right here, this one and that one was cut down. We got about 8 plants off of it, which were actually raspberry bushes for $15. So we're on season 3 of these, and we're getting a lot off of them. This one and that is our 2 pear trees we put together, and these 2 right here are the 2 peach trees that we made right between the sitting area. These we rescued. I really didn't want to blow 90 bucks on a tree a couple years back. Well, we figured, what the heck, 12 bucks a piece at Walmart. So we bought these, and these are actually only about 3 feet tall, and they were a real pain to keep together in that over the winter, but we got them. Now, this bed was currently empty, as well as a 6x6 foot one here, so we have to see what we are going to be doing in here. We got a little bit of work here, but this 6x20 bed is all filled up with our sugar beets started. Over here are some more of the raspberries and that, and we'll be planting other stuff over here. And down here are the cucumbers. There's about 40 of them planted there. We got about 20 coming up. Oh boy, some rogue mint. We got the garlic going around here. First time growing it, and wow, I gotta say this is nice, because these are really blooming up really good. These are second time we tried Brussels sprouts, and those bad boys recuperated pretty good. Over here's my wife's little place of solitude, so to speak. So I made it for a few years back with some leftover pieces. And oh joy, mosquitoes coming up. This is kind of nice right here, a little bonus one. This is a giant red mustard. I know that because I planted 2 years in a row. And we got some other dill coming up right here. So, oh well, one less thing I got to plant. These 5 beds are open, but we will be adding to them for soil. And these last 4 over here have giant flowering kale. These were 2 years ago on that we bought them. Our asparagus seedlings, so they're doing okay. And these right here are the 6 blackberry bushes we planted. And finally, last year wasn't so good, but we did get some good rhubarb started right here. So this whole area here is all going to be self-replenishing. And as well as these 2 3x4 foot beds right here, which have the strawberries in. And on the ends we do have some eggplant. Now going in his back is where we have the grapevines. These are a little newer ones, so I don't expect much right now. And these, however, are more established, as you can see. But I will be adding a few poles, and I got a lot of stuff to get around here and take care of first and that before we go on vacation, because obviously they're probably last this year, but that's about it. These right here, a few blossoms started on here. These are 2 cherry trees here, and right here, these are all pineapple tomatoes. Now last year we got these, and they got about 9 feet high. And it's all the way down here in this bed. Now this bed is this U bed right here. I'm gonna pan out a little bit first so you can see. Is 16 by 30 feet all together. And that's what it looks like from this side. And we typically keep beans and tomatoes in here because that's what grows the best. Now, if I had to estimate, we probably have about 240 tomato plants in here right now at any time. And it gets to be a jungle. The ones we were growing, the varieties are the red brandywine, which get very huge. The pineapple ones, Amish paste, we actually bought a second case, and those are kind of like aroma, but they have more of a yeah, they're like aroma, but they're more, they get about a pound or a little bit bigger. And then right here, I don't see any yet, but it's only been a couple days. There will be about 200 and something beans growing all over this cage later on. And eventually, inside here, this will be completely covered. This was our first greenhouse that decided to blow over and go to heck on us, so realistically, we repurposed it. Over here we got a lot of different peppers, mostly you got some gypsies, Carmens, a lot of sweet bananas. We're trying this different technique on planting, and it's really interesting because it's a Japanese technique for like companion twin planting. And it's really weird because no matter where we did it over here, these plants seem to be growing and complementing each other at the same rate. And it's really strange, but it's really neat. And the theory is it's going to feed off of each other and grow up healthy. And they'll pollinate each other. So these right here, there's actually, in the 6 foot row, there's actually 16 plants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So right here, just in one half this bed, there's almost 190, 200 plants. We obviously thinned them out not only because of the different sizes, but over here my little babies are gonna see how they go. The bird's eye chilies. They said they could grow 1.5 meters in a tub, and I called BS. But I'll tell you what, they grew about 1 meter. So, and they're supposed to go even more in ground. So we're gonna see. The 7 yellow pod pepper. It's called that apparently because in Thailand, 7 pots of chili could be made with 1 pepper. And this is the new one I'm going to try out here. And here it's called the Apocalypse Scorpion. And if you're familiar with super hot peppers, it's not quite a Reaper. Carolina Reaper, as far as I know, is still the same one. It's the highest one of the top 10. This would put this right about at 3 or 4, because I know the Moruga, the Trinidad, and the chocolate scorpions are usually the second highest one, up to 2 million. The Reaper will top out usually 2.2 million, if I'm not mistaken. I may be off on that one, but this one's put around 1.4 to 1.6 according to the tag. So we'll have to see. I did try these in the harvest planters, and too much of a pain on them. And maybe I didn't do it right. You know, who knows? We're all learning a lot on everything. So back over here is the 3rd year right here with our blueberries. And I'm kind of curious because the other tree is a little bit more looking alive. And they're both growing. But that one had blossoms, this one didn't too much. So if anyone in their infinite wisdom can let me know why, please. And right here, this is our biggest grapevine right here. I will be building another trellis hoop over here. And mostly soon, because this thing will fight and will attach over here onto this hoop over here. This year the first year we had these, we did do snap peas and eggplant, and that's exactly what we have in here this year. Is last year we had cucumbers and Asian string beans, which yard-long beans, and they did pretty well in that. I actually took some of the tomato cages, square ones, and moved them around so they had something to climb on. So anyway, back here, we're going to run through here one more time, and over here, carefully don't start and knock ourselves out with this. And over here, we have my son's tomatoes and some more of the super cherries. And back here, they are called Lemon Boy tomatoes, and they are pure yellow when they are ripe. And they are really, really awesome tasting. They got almost like a lemony sweet flavor. And over here again, we got 48 peppers. So when we're doing this stuff, we're doing it in a really compressed space. This is why I say, it is possible to get over 1,000 plants going at once in just these beds right here, what you're looking at right now. And we actually got a lot of wasted space, and we got a lot of pot stuff we can do and all that. So, stuff we can do in the pots, not the pot stuff. So, down here, I don't see any signs of life yet on this bed. And this is actually called, what is it called? A banana melon. And what it is an Filipino vegetable. And it can get up to about 1.5 feet long. It's soft like a banana. It looks like a big banana. And it's green, but when you take it off and let it ripen for a couple days, it will be turned into a yellow. And it tastes similar to a cantaloupe. Same color inside, as a matter of fact. The only difference is critters don't like it for some reason, which is fine by me. Number one, I'm actually getting more food off it. Number two, you know, I'm doing this to feed my family, not the wildlife. So, And over here, we're going to see how this goes right here. And you can see the rows start becoming more defined than that of the corn. And that we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of corn growing here. And there's enough weeds in there, but I mean, you know, anyone knows what corn looks like, you can make it out. You know, if you don't, well, let's get up here, right there. There we go. So I mean, it is growing in that, but it'll take a little time. And all this too, it's like just simple fencing. It took a while to get this going, but you know, we got her going, so it's pretty much critter proof. Then over here, this crap you can't get rid of. We got a whole bunch of horseradish roots, so I'll be digging some of that up soon enough. And this is our main rhubarb that's been coming back. And oh crap, starting to flower again. Joy. And we'll take that off. So I try to pull them off and that, and shock the plant to grow so I ain't total loss. See, right now the older asparagus is already starting. We didn't get back here in time, so I'm going to get out here because I don't know what the hell caused this alien rash on me, and I don't care, but I want it gone. So anyway, went back here. Wow, I got no holes back here. Cool. I'll take that out and do it. Take care of it. So again, anyway, you get the cheap fence around here, and I had right here is just your cheap porch gate, whatever you want to call it. I made sure there was chicken wire on the bottom. Get rid of the pests. So let's see what we have going here, and there we go. You can see in the background kind of up here. I'm going to try and zoom in. That's the one sprinkler. This is the other one. And then over here we got the other one. Well, it works here, right here. These combination of these three right here, these will cover every single area. And just to be a little safe, we're going to go back here because this will go up and down. And this will get like the back half over there, all the way over to where I'm standing, actually outside, as well as the clematis. The one in back, it's a slightly smaller one, different one. The first one I showed you, that will actually take care of our berries. And as you can tell right here, let's see, come on, there it goes. Starting to go back there to water. So it does get quite a bit. And these are actually, believe it or not, $11 sprinklers from Walmart. And turned out awesome. So it beats being out here for 3 hours a day, 4 times a week to make sure everything gets done. You come on out here, hit a couple and let it go. So, yep, right away, yet again, I pulled my own chain, and I said I was not going to sit there and get anything too much past 15 minutes, so pretty sure I blew that one down. So that's about where we're at on this one, so I hope you all enjoy it, and yeah, send me feedback if you want, like, hate, you know, comment, you know, death threats, I don't care. I'll take the attention, you know, so hey, it'll work. So everybody have an awesome evening. Get home one piece, and I'll see you the next time. I probably won't be doing, I may do one more video before we leave, but what we tried to do is, what we're trying to do is we're going to go on a family vacation. First time since we've been married. It's due. We're in between chickens, and anyone who raises chickens know that crap don't fly. The vacation or the chickens. So, I said to myself, nah, that's a bunch of crock. Wife wanted to, and she, used her guile and wit and charm on me, and, I gave in. That's okay. So, we decided we're going to go to Kentucky this year, and we're going to go on the Creation Museum, and as we do raise our kids, to the best of our ability. Christians, never said I'm a perfect one, so yeah, don't hold it against me, because it ain't going to matter anyway. But, well, he's not to you. I'm sorry. I go out and press the big guy upstairs, not anyone down here. But anyway, we're going to go there, and we're also going to go to the Ark Experience. And what that is, it's basically a life-size replica of Noah's Ark, according to biblical specifications, which is probably about 835 feet it comes in. They used cubits back then. And I think it was 85 feet tall or something. So it's going to be pretty huge, 3-story one. And there's also a zoo attached to one. At any rate, for the whole family, 3 adults and 2 kids, it's like $390 for like 3 days. And you can actually, what it is, they're actually 45 minutes apart from each other in Kentucky. But you can buy a bundle, so it's like, you can go as many times as you want for 3 days, and starts at the first admission you use. So we can take care of that, and because I had, especially kids, you probably ain't gonna do anything. I'm sure you're not gonna see everything the first time. And then there's a zoo, and there's a few other places we want to go. I'm gonna see what other things too. We're only staying in that area for about 3 days. Well, and we planned this a month ago, and gas was $3.40. Okay. Well, the rate's frickin' going. We'll see how many days we stay. We'd like to stay at least till, we'll stay at least till Saturday, and then Sunday we're gonna maybe Saturday. Then we'll start making our way back and just get lost. I know another thing we want to do is go to the Air Force Museum, and it's attached to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, so I'd sneak a look at Hangar 18. And for those who doesn't know what Hangar 18 is, that is allegedly, okay? Yeah, not saying anything because, I don't want to disappear, if the Men in Black actually do exist. So that's up to you, man. But allegedly, Hangar 18 was where the footage where Roswell, the Roswell crash in 1947 was taken. So you never know. But it does kind of stink, because I'll tell you what, of all the times to plan this, it really bites, because there's something that is totally freaking cool going on in Milwaukee on Saturday, and I ain't gonna be here. And I'd pay the admission for this, because just because it's a whole bunch of weird crap. It is a flea market of vendors of nothing but curiosities and oddities, whether it's like animal skulls, whatever, weird, stuff on your weird shit-o-meter, whatever you want to call it. I mean, that's gonna be really cool. I'd like to check that out, but ain't gonna happen this year. I know I went to Paracon a couple times, which is Milwaukee Paranormal Convention, and it was okay. Nothing to sneeze at. The first one was really cool because it was at the college Marquette, but realistically, and it was huge. The next year was at the Irish Cultural Center, which really sucked because there's like a marathon going on and everything was messed up, and you had to go way around and park in the ghetto somewhere, and hopefully you didn't get killed or whatever. But you know, it was really cool though because it's like that thing. If you ever get a chance on Wisconsin Street in Milwaukee, I'll tell you right now, this is worth it just to check it out. It's called the Irish Cultural Center. It's actually in a Catholic. I think it's an Irish Catholic church or something. And it's an old church. And what it is, it's really cool because in the sanctuary, to get to the balcony, you literally climb a ladder mounted into the wall. So, I mean, that's worth it right there. And when you go downstairs, it's like 5 split floors. I mean, it's only 3 or 4 floors. There's like 5 or 6 different floors, like half, like a split level home. And anyway, when you get down in the basement of this thing, I am not kidding you. I'll bet you there's parts of that hallway. You can tell it was old and built like a closet almost, because you see how that path I do. It's like all, well, it's not exactly even on both sides, and it goes down as low as 2 feet. That is how big some of the hallways are on there to go to the bathroom. It's just a really cool building to check out. So yeah, but it's right around 23rd to 27th Street in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee. If you know where that is, it's near the campus and that. But I mean, it's like I said, the convention when I went there sucked. But I mean, there was the only thing good that came out of it. It's 2 things. I got an autographed book of weird crap in Wisconsin, and by the author. And I also got, what was it? There's some nut job. I should say nut job. I'm teaching how to pack 165 items in a bug out bag. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. But other than that, so there's something you might want to sit there and check out. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to wait till next year and see and bookmark that online, see if I can't find that one. But because I'm sorry, man, this is going to be awesome. We are going to have a good time. We're going to hopefully take a lot of live video. We got new cameras, and I'm going to take a ton of pictures. So I will be sharing a lot of content coming up in the next couple weeks here. So both on here and on MeWe, whip me with a wet noodle. I got a bunch of videos that are actually already set to go on the Rumble. Just haven't had the time. So we'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.